of the pilots. So accordingly, the pilot has the say about where the plane goes. So
well, they have to work with the CO as well.
yeah, but
okay. Okay.
you are experts in your field, and I think. All right, so that's the path that we're gonna. Well, that is the general route without all the squigglies that we'll be taking. We'll move around to this area over here. Waypoint 1. Right. Once we land, we'll launch the drone to do surveillance of the first objective. We'll do that before we move out to the waypoint area. Once at the waypoint area, we'll get ready for an attack that we'll do along this road into this backline area. Like that. Right. While we do that, then we'll have gonna get my color schemes here. We'll get Ghostrider to attack from this point. You guys will engage any infantry, any fixed machine guns, whatever, situated along the pier area. So I don't want any Dragon 1 units like getting close to the pier unless we've communicated that to Ghostrider. Okay. The pier area is completely, so anything like to the right of that red line at Rotaka is basically Ghostrider's free field of fire. Once we get to waypoint 1, we'll also call in missile strikes from the USS Liberty to take out any vehicles or any hard targets inside the town that might be difficult for Ghost to count. And then we'll hopefully launch this entire attack at sunrise, which is about in 50 minutes time, I believe, from mission start time. All right. Once we're done, we'll regroup hopefully at the northwestern part of the town. We'll call in our reinforcements to go land at LZ2. In the meantime, we'll have scouted out the road by that point. And we'll try to make our way somewhere in this vicinity. So that when our friendlies at 1.2, when our friendlies hit LZ2, we will have already taken out fixed positions with USS Liberty, and we'll have Ghostrider come in from this time from the northeast and take out anything once again north of that red line. Okay. So that's the anything dies to the north of that to Ghostrider. Ghostrider will also be in charge of assisting our guerrilla friends in making sure that they don't get destroyed by a single BMP or something stupid like that. Okay, while that's going on, Dragon 1 will assault down this area and we'll push through into this area and just secure the town. Okay.
Okay, copy.
Makes sense. Once we've completed this, we'll see what the time is, and we'll start strategizing ways to take out the town of Tavu. But I'm assuming that's going to be our hard cookie. I just want to ask, do we have any information about QRFs? I didn't read the brief. Can you just tell me what stands in the brief? Is there anything about QRFs?
There's in excess. Sorry.
They could be in camps in the middle of the island, in the middle of a jungle, or in the towns or wherever. So they might come out from any direction to counter you.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to say that if the enemy has boats, as long as they aren't within 200 meters of the coastline, you are free to kill those things off. So that
yes. As for those, the other cell that was involved in an attack on Katakula from a mission before this one, story-wise, they do have the more wealthier, and they did have choppers back then, and they were like little birds without any weapons on them, just people shooting off the sides, and little boats. So they may still have those kinds of assets coming from somewhere in the northish sector.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get to the LZ1 without getting spotted. Right? If there's any threats along this road we can't avoid, it's gonna be your job to take them out as well.
Okay, so Ghostrider is overwatching the landing at LZ1.
You are overwatching the landing LZ1, but you are not engaging until we have coordinated all the other strikes.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay,
Just LZ1 is awful close, and we don't know if there's going to be enemies on LZ1, for example.
Can you scout that area out? Do you have thermals
Yeah.
or anything like that?
Yeah, we have lots of thermals.
Alright, so if you can scout that area out and determine whether it's safe to land there or not, then do that. If it's not safe to land there, we'll just make a backup plan. Let's take purple. In which case we'll probably land somewhere here. And we'll do this entire plan we've said now, but just the opposite direction. Right, so we'll start from the northwest point and we'll work our way to where the yellow arrow is. Ghostrider still having the same field of fire. We'll just stick to the left side, to the western side of that road, of the red area.
So is that the purple arrow?
The purple arrow is the alternative plan.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense? That's
Yeah.
if the LZ1 is like way too hard. We've got 3 fixed machine guns, and you have to call in an entire artillery barrage to clear that up first.
Just to add, sorry, Purifier, there's bunkers here, which seems very close to the LZ, so I'm not sure if they might have an overview over the beach itself.
Okay, well, Ghostrider
Just need to
can
keep those in
ascertain
mind.
for us how hot that area is.
Okay.
Verify.
Yes.
I make 2 suggestions, one at each objective. Could we maybe designate a RP point? I'll call it somewhere here. Just if in the thick of things, if shit hits the fan, know where to fall back to.
No, that's fine. If shit goes, it's the fan. We'll discuss it on the ground. It makes no sense without any strategic knowledge to put on RPs and stuff like that.
Okay, but
This is not a fixed plan. This is the rough outline of how we're going to do things. But, you know, first contact with the enemy can put this whole thing to shit. So I don't want to have fixed points on the map that, like, becomes redundant because we find out there's a BMP standing on top of your RP point. You with me?
yeah, fair enough. But I mean, just so that people are aware that that might be an alternative.
We'll use the waypoint markers as RP points. Should hit the fan. Okay.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Cool.
And yeah, Ghostrider will. I'm not sure exactly how to use Ghostrider, guys, because this is the first time I'm COing. But I'm gonna use Ghostrider in sort of your trump card thing, which we probably gonna use a lot. So.
Yeah, it's fine. So one thing I also recommend, just to avoid congestion on the command net, is there's a CAS net on the long range. So I recommend you be on that as well.
Yeah, copy. I'll be on cast.
Yeah. So the gunner, he might go into the squad net. If the range will be the if he's working directly with the troops on the ground, but usually the CAS net helps a lot.
Yeah, I for what this is worth, I don't think the cast needs to be on the squad net because I will have the drone as well.
Oh no,
So,
yeah, there won't be a requirement. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm just saying like there shouldn't be any need for Ghostrider to be on squad 1's net. They should purely be focused on their infantry duty.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking based on the quite a bit of experience with gunship CAS.
Okay, I gotcha. All right. Is everyone clear on what they have to do?
Yep.
Correct.
Yes.
Right. Dragon 1 will lead the advance along all the infantry routes with Dragon 4 and Dragon 5 in tow, and Ghostrider will basically be our angels in the sky.
Perfect.
Yeah, and please don't congest the net too much because I might miss some important things. All right, and
Copy
good
that,
luck to
Purifier.
you guys. All right, you can put us in, Phoenix.
User left your channel.
Okay, Shaki, can you hear me?
Yeah, FM.
Okay, cool. So just need 1/3 of everything. Also, the boonie hat. Yeah, take a backpack first. Stick a boonie hat in the backpack, so it's in case you get shot down.
Roger.
I'm gonna We'll be taking some stuff, so we'll look at it.
Where's
So,
the- There's no bunny hat for me. All of a sudden.
odd. I just took a boonie hat. There's supposed to be
I
more.
think there was only one. Don't worry.
That's odd. Ah, well, no important though. Okay, now one thing though is that there's no 343. You know what? I think that's fine. Okay, so the 152. Take a 152. It's for if you get shot down, and also it's useful for second net as well. GPS is great for make sure that you can do navigation. Key, you don't actually need a key, but take one anyway. 4 whites, 2 of the others, 2 of the chems, 1 of the fire grenades, and then 5 mags from the gun.
FM, I've got 5 mags. Do you take a sidearm? No, no sidearm. All loaded.
Alright.
Saving loadout.
Let's go to the chopper. I'll just open the door. Oh, make sure that you set your flight model to basic, because this chopper doesn't work with advanced until it's broken.
FM.
So before you get in.
I think I had it on basic anyway, but let me confirm.
Okay. In the meantime, I will disable this name tag thing.
Yeah, standard.
Righty. So hop in gunner.
Okay, Ivan.
FM.
Okay, so the radios. So what's a good idea is if we're both on the CAS radio.
On our 152s or on the
long range ones. I think the long range ones, most important ones, to make sure we're on.
the racks, the
racks.
117.
Yeah, so let's go to rack.
I've got-
Select that.
I've selected it to use it.
Just go up until we get to the CAS net. Okay, I'm gonna on my one ear, and then the other radio. Yeah, so the 152 you can leave it on Dragon 1 net, so the 2 net, and on the hold on, what is this? I'm ready to wreck, so I'm not looking now.
So I'm leaving it on 1 net, command net, the 152.
Yes, there you go. So one ear and then the other ear. So now normally as gunner, I would on the other ear have these the infantry on the ground net. So the general idea here is that the pilot needs to have the most wider situational awareness. So he's listening on the platoon net or on the company into whatever the highest level net is, the command net, for basically the command net, and on the net specifically for the CAS, so he can coordinate flight moves. So the point is that he's hearing what's going on. If someone says, "Oh, there's a AAA over there or some other enemies over there," then the pilot knows and he hears it on the one ear. So it's useful for that, for situational awareness. The gunner, he's more focused on what he's looking at on the ground. So he might also be listening to the CAS net, so he knows what is going on. But the other radio net might be the actual like squad net or platoon net, whatever the lower level infantry he's actually supporting at that moment. So that's a good thing to listen to. We won't actually have that because we don't have 343s. So does it make sense?
Yeah, FM.
Okay. Now as for weapons, I'll have to remember. Actually, I did test this when I played this mission and figured out how everything works, but then I haven't tested in a while, a few months. So I should be good with this. Oh yeah, view distance. Hold on.
You set that up via the basic configuration, right? Not
No, so a live menu. View distance is not as important for you, but it is handy because it's more important for the gunner. Player options. So the live menu, player options, view settings, and then just up it there.
How do I go live menu?
Usually right windows by default, I think. You go to your custom keybinds for mods and stuff like that. You can probably see it there. You might have to restart the game to set it though, so if you don't have it, then it's not too big a deal. I can actually set it for you in the debug console, if you can't set it yourself.
I'm just trying to. I don't have a right Windows button, so I'm looking for Live. Open menu. I've got an app menu. Or you. Okay. Let's see. Mine is not working.
Okay. 1 second, I'm just gonna see myself.
Second one, this is actual. Take message.
You're done. Come out the hangars. There's 2 boats in the water, 3 boats in the water where I'm standing. I want you to get your troops ready here. We're leaving in 5 minutes.
Copy that, actual. I just wanted to let you inform you I'm taking 2 blocks, demolition blocks for us, just in case we need to demo anything, because I'm still quite light.
That's perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna look for you now.
You can set it up to. Can you choose a specific key? Oh no, you're just setting the views settings directly.
Yeah, for you. Executing code on your computer. Don't worry.
Ghostrider, this is actual.
There's a call for Ghostrider.
Yep. Let's go try to send over.
Taken off yet, and what's your position over?
We're about to take off, we're still in the USS Liberty, over.
With that, what's your first movement going to be towards, over?
We're going to be sitting at BP1 and overwatching your movement to boat rally, over.
Copy that, let us know when you are at BP1. Out.
Okay, where was I? Oh yes.
So I've got my radar at 16 kilometers range, which is probably a bit much. As Gunner, you'll probably be closer.
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we're using the radar that much. We don't have any. I don't think we have any radar guided weapons except maybe the Sidewinders. That's technically not radar guided.
No, just to note.
So what distance do you want? I think 7,000 is actually 6,000 should be fine. Is that okay?
Yeah.
If name player equals Sharky, then set view distance. That should work. Okay. Did it look like it upped?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's.
I can see I have a long way.
Okay, let's take off and head to BP1. Also, I marked routes on the map. Do you see them?
Okay.
So there's 2 kinds of attack modes you usually do. There's snap of the earth and popping up behind hills, which are good for high threat environments. The enemies has sand sites, for example. You use the terrain to block line of sight, and you carefully navigate the battle positions. You pop up and you attack. All right. We're not going to actually need to use it that much. The second one is where you're sitting high above and shooting at targets on the ground. That's more like a low threat environment. This is like a mostly low threat environment mission. So we can maintain altitude. That's fine. Actually, we're probably going to stay higher up. If we come to the threats, then we can go lower down to the terrain, especially near landmarks.
Yeah. So what altitude do traveling altitude 200 or 500?
Yeah, we'll do 200 afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready for takeoff?
All right. Yeah, let's go.
That you're laser designating?
Yeah, no, I just familiarize myself with the controls. they certainly are in this spot somewhere. I think I'll burn out. Just trying to remember what the hell.
If you can tell Bucky's he can do his briefing on the boat. They need to hurry up.
Airfield 12. Turning left. BP1.
Alright.
Slowing it down.
Dragon, this is Ghostrider at BP1.
Copy that, Ghostrider, let me know what you see in the landing zone area.
Roger, at the moment we have one enemy 4-man patrol moving northwest across LZ1 along the coast, marked on C10. Break. I have additional sightings but further inland, mark in C10. Over.
Any of my buttons on there because anytime I move the mouse it changes the flight controls on my view mode.
Oh yeah, if you open a full screen, you can open up the corner. You're able to do that.
Yeah, I got it now.
For navigation, I actually prefer using the vanilla mini-map in the corner because less intrusive. But this one's good better if you need to know what's in friendly forces in immediate vicinity.
Okay, I can see what you're marking. I forgot about opening it up.
Should spawn in when they get close to the town, friendlies and enemies.
Actual, this is one, we're all in over. Take us out to boat rally point. Copy that, moving up. Whoever's got a rope, you know.
Okay, guys, slowly spawning in.
Ghostrider, this is actual.
Send a message, over.
Dragon 1 and the whole party is moving out to boat rally point now.
Roger. So far in total, I see enemy FOB, enemy technical, and the infantry patrol. I was mentioned earlier. Don't have eyes. Can't see anyone in the town, but I wouldn't see them at that distance. The FOB is marked unknown mark. Over.
Copy that. Is the FOB marker 0604 over?
Correct. Over.
Can you see the strength of the enemy at the FOB over?
Sort of. I can see enemies in bunkers in a ready status. They have HMGs, several loose infantry. They seem entrenched, but low numbers, but well armed and entrenched.
Copy that. The patrol at LZ1, is there any more infantry in that area that you can spot over?
No sightings right now, but there's also a bunch of trees over there, so they could be moving in and out of the area.
Copy that. If you can move around further to the south to get a better angle on those trees, I would appreciate it over.
Roger.
Actually, it's just
Shift south.
we are
800
moving around a bit. It's over.
Something 200 things.
Roger.
That goes to
Turn
you.
your nose south.
Steve, we're trying to put over.
You've got 100 meters.
Dragon, there's also a single enemy infantryman north of the first town, marked in Cedar. Over.
Holding.
Acknowledged over.
Was that 800 meters or 100? No, that's 800.
No, further south, actually not 100, was more like 800 was supposed to be. So the two islands to our left, basically, just be on top of those.
Heading further south.
Yeah. Just to get a different angle. Okay, that's good.
Okay, holding. Heading back nose.
Okay, found an enemy sneaky enemy HMG position. Which asshole put him there? Joke decided.
Dragon 1 approaching fast on the left. About halfway there. Sorry,
Okay,
two-thirds of the way.
Dragon, that enemy patrol, I believe, is now moving south. So they move between the town of Rautaka and the southeast corner of the island. That's the control point, I believe. Break. The single enemy infantry that was north of Rautaka, that's actually an enemy HMG team. So there's an HMG on the hill, the northwest of Ratukala, basically on top of our alternate LZ landing point, with an HMG pointing right at the town.
Copy that, Ghostrider. Mark that HMG as a priority target for your attack path in the assault of the town over.
Roger. Also have sighting on an enemy, looks like a BNP with a U-23 on top of it. Got a mark on CTA. Out.
I recommend the help until we take it out.
Dragon Actual.
Actual is this one. We have eyes on the tower. Bearing 270.
Copy that. Once at Ghostrider point, stand by. We're going to get final confirmation of the enemy force in the LZ area and then move in. Just stand by.
Copy that. Boat one's holding it. Really quick over.
Ghostrider Actual.
Send over.
Give me a final survey of LC1 over.
Wait, one out. Alright, Dragon 1, it looks, there's no one at Dragon 1. Note that that patrol will come into your left flank. They may come on top of you in a couple of minutes. And on the town to the right, I do see an HMG guy pop now on the roof, but they're facing away from you when the roofs of the buildings break. On the further in the inland, where that was that motorized infantry, like the technical, walk on the map, south of the FOB, there's the BMP with the Z-23 on top and the technical. I recommend I take out the Z-23 BMP first, and then that HMG you told me to prioritize.
Copy that. Can we not take out the BMP at the Z-23 with a missile strike from the USS Liberty over?
Yes, we can. I mean, they are right in our sights. We can take them out without warning ourselves, but we can take them out with missiles.
Right, copy that. What we'll do is we'll move into the LZ. As soon as there's first contact, you will attack those targets. Otherwise, we'll move to waypoint 1, prepare our attack, and then execute over.
Roger. Okay. If you want, I'm designating the BMP now, so if you want, you can try and lock on with the cruise missile.
Alright, give me 1 second. How do I lock on target?
Might be the R key or the next target key.
I'm inside the cruise missile launcher, but I don't see a target.
So on the radar on the bottom right, you don't see any like laser designated marker.
Negative.
So I think it has to be used with maybe with the UAV. But anyway, we have missiles for now. We can probably sort out later.
For that, okay.
Shifting north,
and then if you take contact, you're free to engage those targets and annihilate them as soon as possible. Otherwise, we'll coordinate the attack. Over.
Roger, out.
Dragon 1, we are to move into the LZ1 position. Once we are 100 meters out, we're going to glide in to not make any additional noise over. Dragon 1, do you copy over?
Actually, this is 1, copy up.
Are you good too? Yeah, I think we better watch the landing.
Yep.
And take out the stuff that's going to kill them first. But that we can't get much closer before that Zulu 33 spots it.
Yeah, and I don't have faith in the accuracy. I don't think we're gonna. It should have some. Should be killed.
We want to be advised we do have enemy patrols along the beach, so Ghostrider will give us an indication if they're too close, but get ready for patrols, contact at any time.
I've got hydras by the way as well, but we need the area to be clear then of any threats.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's a third type of attack, which is a gun run attack. The gunner would use his cannon and the pilot would use rockets. It's a third type of attack.
Copy, action. Expecting controls on the beach.
Starting to get light.
Ooh, under attack, I think. Okay, confirm. Are you guys in contact?
Safe over, you're clear to attack.
Confirm your target.
Target hits. Target destroyed.
Africa, go for me for 2 seconds. Actual is all that. Actual will for 1 minute.
Fuck. Lots of fucking lays. Oh yeah, never mind. 2-3 kilometers away. Not gonna fucking hit it. That was dumb. They look so close when you zoom in. I think I got him. Yeah, he's down. Killed MG position. Guys still actually alive.
Okay. Can you check your ammo count? Do you know how many Alphas you have?
I have 6 left. Okay, I think maybe we should. Can you get a bit closer, like 1k closer? I'll try use a gun. Okay, this is Ghostrider destroyed BMP and HMG position on hill. Prior targets from earlier, break. I'm sighting on enemy patrollers patrolling along the coast. They are about 1 click to your south along the coast, not currently a threat. Over.
Again with the location of the target, those infantry are, please.
1 click to your south, moving towards the leisurely pace. Over.
That out.
Yeah, let's see if I can reach them.
Ghostrider, are you able to spot laser designated targets over?
I should be able to.
Right, can you take out this target, please?
No laser.
There's a laser.
Okay, my pilot sees a laser. Wait, wait. I don't see a laser.
Yeah, but don't you get brackets that you can see? I've selected it. Don't you get a cue?
Nope. Right now my job's targeting one of the boats. I don't think anything else.
Got ribs. Got a laser target. Move your designator.
I don't have my designator's off right now. Okay, I'll move the designator.
So
Okay,
move it left.
the
Move it left. Move it left. Move it left. That's the target he's looking at. It's around that area. Slightly to the right. Slightly to the right. Yeah, almost.
Ghostrider, this is actual.
To the left. Very small.
Send over.
Have you spotted the laser that looks spinning out over?
My pilot I can't. Right now he's guiding me onto they're gonna fire burst to see if
Down and to the left.
was a target.
Negative.
Okay, I'm a little left now.
Lasers on a house to the west of Webwood 1 over.
I
How's
don't
the
see it
rest of
anymore.
Okay, we don't see anything. Okay, I see. Okay, I see your actual point. Not on my computer, but I can see it visually. Okay, I'm engaging the target. They might be a bit far. Negative. Short. I don't have that range unless they come closer.
For that, I'll try and... Okay, can you move in closer and take it out for us, please?
You want to take it out with the Hellfire or just...
I don't want to use up too many Hellfires. I can engage with a Hellfire, but I don't want to use them all up unless it's priority targets.
You want me to head up straight on this bearing or come around a little bit to the right?
Come in about...
Cancel, I'm putting that as a... Take it out, please.
Sorry, say again?
Roger out. Basically, stand still. Stand still.
Holding.
now in range of the cannon. I see the target in the laser. Okay, target destroyed.
Thank you, Ghostrider. You can peel off and get it back to your holding position.
I think we're good here for now. We can we'll back to defense to close distance.
Okay, thank you. Can you start checking out machine gun positions inside the town at checkpoints? Can you start identifying them and get ready to assault them?
Check the south of them, that patrol.
Roger. Enemy patrol coming closer to you to the south. Going to take them out first.
What's the distance of it?
About 700 meters of it.
That's English.
Okay, I see one enemy entry position on the roof, and there might be a little bit of collateral damage when he's close enough. I can probably minimize that. Should I try to take him out? Shift.
Stand by and let me get a visual if there's any civilians in the area.
Okay, can you go on top of the boat ready position?
Okay, shifting.
Okay, stop. I'll try to take out this technical.
Ghostrider, this is actual.
Send over.
Target on the roof is hard, you can engage. Just to the left of that building, down the road, there's another fixed position with a man behind a bunker. I think it's a water. Can you take that out of the sword, please?
Roger, it's killing a technical right now. Okay, moving on to your target's house. Okay, carry on moving.
Roger. Moving. So we are cleared hot on the HMG, and there's a mortar
Yep.
position next to it.
Yep.
Coming up boat rally. Slowing.
Okay, you need to be nice and steady for this one. So I'm gonna start shooting the ship back close enough for this. Okay, got him. Okay, we've taken out the HMG position, but we do not have eyes on the mortar position.
Have you got thermals?
Yep. Shit. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, it's like I think it was this way. There goes. Fuck it, retake. They're retaking the fucking MG.
Oh my god, that looks so cool.
Yeah, but these AI, these decom, I remember we had the same issue last time. It wasn't really an issue, it's actually a feature where the enemy takes key weapons again. Engaging enemy technical in town, moving into town now. Out.
Right now from the west over.
Are you talking about enemy technical? Over?
Yeah.
There's a technical GPS over.
Yeah, we were talking each other over the same thing. Out.
This is 1, send message actual.
Last there is an enemy mortar in the town, so do not get bogged down with long firefighters over.
Copy that, we have visuals on contacts at the first bolting at bearing 315. We're going to open up over.
That is there's about 30 individuals in that town that's armed, so be ready for it. There's also reinforcements coming in from the road now, to the west of the town.
Copy that, out.
Enemy technical destroyed. Out.
With that, the targets on top of the roof where that machine gun was, can you please take out those individuals as well?
Roger, I can, but I'm going to be very careful with it because civilians all over the damn place.
Copy that, yeah, I see the surveys now.
Yeah, I'll be very, very, very careful. I won't be very effective.
Oh, there's
Stand
fire
by with
coming
the
in
fire,
from
they do not
left
fire
top.
into the town.
There's fire
Roger,
incoming from the top of the hill.
Ghost
Marker
Rider is,
269.
Dragon 1 is assaulting from the south
Sorry?
point of the town right now.
I can see incoming
You are
fire
clear to
bearing
assist in
269.
any
Onto the
supply that
beach.
you can provide that
Yeah, so from your bearing
give us
269,
20
there's
units,
a hill top.
but we'll
Looks
take out
like
targets that are...
I'm not sure. I can see tracer fires coming
Hold on a
into
second.
the beach.
You're talking about Purifier? A second, Ragnarok. Okay, sorry. I don't see the fire. You should.
I saw tracers coming. There's tracers going on.
Bearing 269.
No. Maybe it's...
I see traces going into the town from our skies.
Ghost Rider is actual.
Send over.
How do I get the dart to aim where I want it to aim the whole time?
Take off autonomous flight.
We're disable autonomous flight with spinning around.
Not spinning around, but it's resetting the target aiming once I've released the controls.
Yeah, you have to set Control T from gunner view and make sure autonomous.
Control T from gunner view. Stop directly.
And you have to make sure autonomous flight is off.
Ghost Rider, be advised we're calling in a cruise missile on a bunker that far over.
Roger. Now I actually see your lasers for some reason, but I see it now. Oh, Dragon, many enemy infantry behind you moving towards your position are going to engage.
Copy that, engage.
Recommend you switch your laser off. Maybe the boat follows the missile follows the wrong laser.
Okay, but I need laser for range again. Also, it will lock onto the correct laser. I think yes.
One, give me a trip over.
I don't think you see.
Actual,
my
this
laser.
is one. We think it's contacts from the town. We are southeast of the town, holding
missile
stone location. Over.
I think it's screenshots.
Copy that, move in and assault the town when you are ready over.
Copy that, we are making an assault.
where he was lasing?
How come you could see it then and I couldn't? It probably is an angle thing, you know, I'm not supposed to be in those conditions.
Yes. So obviously if you're on the one side of a tank and you're lasing against the side, then people behind the tank won't be able to see it.
Oh yeah, no, that is definitely a thing. But what considers me is that we both have different perspectives that we shouldn't have.
I can see where you're pointing where you're looking.
Okay.
And you should, if I target a certain, my heads-up display also gives me information about vehicles or laser targets.
Yeah.
I can lock onto those and that should give you a cue, but I'm not 100% sure it does.
No, I didn't see any cue that you had.
Fuel state is still 99%. We'll have to rearm before we need to go.
Dragon, our shots good, over. We're engaging targets behind you into your flank.
Copy that, I'm not watching that, but I'm assuming if they're not killing us, that's good.
Roger out.
Can I give you a high priority target over?
I have one Hellfire left, send over.
Okay, it's an infantry bunker at that far position. It's on the northeastern point of the base.
Yeah, I see two. Yeah, I see your lace on it now. I can take it out with the Hellfire. Let me check guns first. Okay, in range for guns, engaging. Okay, gunner down. Bunker other side of thing, FOB, engaging manned gun over the house. Roger out.
Who wants a trip?
Actual, this is one actual. We are securing the town at the moment, approaching from wall.
Fuck, I almost blew up to civilians.
I concentrate over my compass, we're approaching from the south, and securing one bowling CCP, over.
Yeah. BRD is important.
Big downside of the buildings.
Okay, 1, 2, unique.
Ghostriders is actual.
Send over.
We have lost the dot. Over.
Roger. Probably experiment later with the lathe from the chopper out.
I think
Yeah,
what's
copy that.
missing is that in mission setup you have to set it to send data.
Yeah, I did that for this mission. So that's what I remember doing a couple of months back when I built this.
Or maybe it was just an angles thing, so maybe if you laser another one they might be able to see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
One is taking contact from the south and the southeast on their approach towards the town. Can you just secure our rear and our flanks over?
Roger, is that along the coast, over?
Negative, it's along the road leading to the south, over.
Oh, roger, your rear, yeah, I'm engaging targets there now.
Thank you, Okay, one, your flank should be secured by Ghostrider. You're clear to move up.
Thank you, actual.
We can probably... Shall we try 300 meters so you get a better overhead eye?
Ghostrider, you're not to attack targets to the north of the west of the town. It's only to the south of Dragon 1 that you're supposed to engage with.
Okay, roger.
You want to get some altitude? I got this
Okay.
hand.
Okay. I don't see them through the trees.
250. 300.
Fucking civilians are suicidal. I still don't see anyone, but I don't know, don't see trace fire either. I don't see any evidence of being shot at right now. Dragon, are you guys still taking fire from the rear?
Let's die down, Ghostrider. Stand by. Ghostrider, I want you to check the town along the eastern side of that red line that we drew initially. Please control that area and just make sure it's clear.
Roger, checking the ports, the coastal part of the town. Northwest of town, moving in as well, so load run. Actually, two now coming in from the north end of town.
What's that? Two what?
Two load infantrymen. We're going to load them.
Engage anything on the pier.
Yeah, please, so that's north of that red line. There's nothing on there though.
Fuel has dropped to 98%.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
This is actual, over.
Send message, over.
Can you secure the entrance to the town from the northwest, please?
Roger, doing so now. truck received as much damage.
Ghostrider, check map for white line, everything left side of the white line is pitch black. Go attack over.
Roger, out. That's everything past the T-junction.
I see a light moving up the dirt road from to the west. So west of your position now. Move it a little bit
Back on
north.
one, actual.
North, oh, like this.
And just beyond the smoke spot.
Then message actuals as well.
Yeah, almost.
Main
Just
to
to
the east
left-
of
left
the
and
white
down.
line drawn on the map.
Yeah,
West of
just
the white
a little bit
line
right,
is fire
there's a-
zone for Ghostrider over.
No. Up to the,
Copy
there's
that,
a road.
right to the east.
Just to your,
Out.
just upwards, just up, higher up. Yeah, there's a little road. Just move it. You can
I'm
look around
focusing
there.
focusing on the unless
Yeah.
I think it's getting closer, I'm focus on
Yeah,
task
no
road.
problem. I can just see I just see something moving around. There must be a civilian thing.
That's this is fine. I don't see any more hostiles.
Checking up the road as well.
One extra, this is 5. If you have any further casualties, listen to the CCP over.
Copy that, 5. This
I
is
can
one
control
actual.
the opposite side of the island.
We have one moving across the road. They're going to set up a new CCP area towards the northwest of the town. I suggest you move in front to her.
I don't need laser designated for the gun cannon actually.
Yeah, they're very sensitive if the right laser match to the right weapon, the same code. Otherwise,
Dragon 4, this is one actual.
the one. Oh, don't worry.
Then your message, actual, one actual.
Well, Dragon 4, the new CCP area is set up at the double-story blue building on the northwestern side of town.
Copy that. Get your other team to clear along the coastline, and then we'll regroup at the blue building over.
This ship I didn't
okay,
kill
copy that.
civilians.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Ghostrider, actual over.
Send traffic over.
Give
Oh, there's one
me
civilian.
a reconnaissance report for the area that we've just went through over.
The town itself over.
A for the surrounds over.
Wait, what?
Do you see what vehicle is that?
I don't know where you're around. Okay, this is Ghostrider. I only see civilians around you. No moving hostiles. Right?
245.
Copy that. Can I get
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
move into a position to the second objective and start scouting that area out over?
Roger. So what's it bearing to? Do you know?
245.
245. Okay. Is it further or closer? You see my laser? Just the laser. Okay, laser on now.
Move it to the right and up to the road. There's between two buildings on the right. Between two buildings on your right. Between two buildings on your right.
Those.
Just to the left there. You're one building over.
Wait, right.
One building over to the left. One building over to
Okay,
the
one
left.
building on the left. Okay, one does.
One more. One building over to the left. Again.
I'm looking at a building. Oh, there's a technical behind the bunker. That's the unmanned vehicles.
Okay.
Okay.
Just checking. I spotted the vehicle that I hadn't seen before.
Okay, let's quickly let's quickly go to BB2, scout out the next town, and then we'll RTB weapons.
That's directly north.
Send over.
Moving north.
Don't have any capability to give us resupply over.
Unless we go back to base and load a crate.
Negative, we might. We could probably check if we can load in crates, but I don't think we can load in crates. I think that's supposed to. Dragon, I think you didn't get around to loading in crates for the boats.
Well, the crates are quite far away from the boat, so...
I might check if there was a vehicle you could use.
There was a station nearby, but still the crates are inside the containers, I think.
Yeah, no, there's resupply crates outside the starting barracks, just outside, and there's a Humvee that they can be loaded up into. So you could take a rib back using the Humvee, load up resupply crates, and take back the Humvee.
Airdrop mechanic is quite cool. Oh, if you load something with the Ace cargo, you can do an airdrop, and then it puts out a crate with a flare or a smoke, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember that we were testing it for the recharge thing.
I've got two. What's that? Ah, that's probably PP2. I'm showing two vehicles, but I'm not sure if they occupied in town. In the next town. Just on the southern edge. The southern point.
Send over.
Can you check the route that I marked from the town that we just took and the route to 1.2 over?
Wait one. Dragon, I don't think I will be able to see your marks unless something's changed. Are you saying there's white, might be a white mark? Are you draw white arrows over?
Negative, the blue route from Rataka to Waypoint 2.
Oh, Roger, yeah, that's from the briefing screen. I'll have a quick look.
Dragon 4, this is one actual.
That is...
Oh, Dragon 4, sorry. Dragon 1, this is one actual.
actuals 1. This is actuals in your message over.
Negative. Message is for D5. Over.
Okay, sent.
Is D5 not on the radio?
Club's a message over.
We have CC. We need medical attention in the north of the town. Over.
Oscar Mike after.
Okay, Dragon, this is Ghostrider message over. Okay, so I don't see. We might have to get closer and get some contact. to do some better scouting, but on the southern end of town we have confirmed targets, actually eastern end of town. There's a few infantry on the hill to the south, and also the hill with the radio tower, static MG watching the town supported by some infantry. No other sightings, but with plenty of footage that's quite difficult to tell. Break. Before you commence your attack, we'd like to RTB to rearm with ammunition. Over.
Copy that. RTB also relay to Sherman at the reinforcement that he should bring resupply crates for assault and for medical over.
Roger, there is the bigger ship transport. Should she use that one? Over?
Yeah, you can use that one.
Okay, Roger, out.
Ghostrider also active on the AFK for 5 minutes.
Roger, out.
Okay. RTB.
Yeah. Sherman, you on his net?
Where do I rearm and refuel? Back at the ship.
Yeah, go to the ship, and we can use the vehicles to rearm. Doing much better than we did last time. Sherman, do you read the server?
Yes, I just picked up the radio.
Alright, just relaying orders from CO. People on the ground need resupply, so you take the medical and squad resupply crates using the Humvee loader, the bigger ship that's sitting to the south of the spawn area. Take those and, sorry, the east spawn area. Take those and land at the town of Rautaka, the first one, the northern end of the town. Over.
Read back. Take 1 times salt resupply, 1 times medical resupply. You transport them to the boat east of the spawn area, load them into boat, and deploy them where relative to Ratake?
At the northernmost buildings where Dragon 1 is currently situated. Over.
Northernmost buildings by the dock, confirm.
Correct, over.
Roger, will do.
What do you think is the best approach?
Well, you come directly from the rear.
Roger.
Actually, there is a flag that's partially in the rear, so maybe an slight angle. But I don't think that's the issue. Flag's very simple. We actually did rearm when we played this mission the first time, me and Bucky's. Yeah, so normally when come landing in, most helicopter platforms, you fly in at like a 25 degree angle, 25 to 30 degree angle, so you can see it through the footwell, through the side windows. That's mainly for your final approach. So in principle, like
confirm the ship you want is the Higgins boat.
Yeah, actually, I suggested, but I didn't remember that there was a third rib that you could use. So he confirmed the Higgins boats. You could probably ask if you want to use a rib instead of it.
As long as I can fit it either way, I don't mind.
Yeah, unless it's not configured properly, it should fit everything you need.
Yes, I think either way, whichever is fastest would be sufficing.
Engine off.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wait 1 second. Just quickly doing something. Okay. Then what's I think what's the fuel like?
Fuel is still 97. It should be good.
Okay.
Without
So
refueling,
sorry, I was
just
quickly
neutral.
doing something. So we don't need we didn't take any damage. You don't need any fuel. So fuck's sakes. So I'm just doing something else.
Just need to rearm. You want me to go fetch a rearm truck?
Yeah. Drive a bit closer. Yeah.
Okay, probably a little closer. A little closer. And normally the person responsible for the weapon system is going to take it. So the gunner would do the rockets and the cannon. The pilot would take the gunner would do the hellfires and the cannon, and the pilot would do the rockets and the countermeasures. However, we only fired hellfire and cannon. So just take hellfire rounds from it. So you go interaction, take ammo, H1Z, and you see 4 times AGM 114K.
Yeah.
Let me do one. You do one as well. Be surprised if it does 4 at once. I think it's supposed to do 1 missile at a time.
Roger.
This is the easiest one to do because we can actually see how many missiles are on the chopper.
It says taking 4 times. We'll see.
And then, if I remember correctly, sorry. Oh no, I think I have to pick up ammo and then. Yeah, rearm. So whilst in your arms, interaction on the chopper, rearm.
Executing rearm.
And 5 CMT additional arm base appears to be overrun with intruders.
Oh wow. Did you get that?
Yeah, we did more.
Sherman, this is one actual. There was a lot of civilian activity there before we left. Is that what you mean, Roman?
Do you want to do the traces? I'll do the AGM.
Okay. This is my last AGM. You can do the rest.
I'll take the AP then. Or do you want me to do AGM as well?
No, you do AGM. I'll do the cannon.
Roger.
So I can hop in and check.
Oh, Sherman is gone now.
Yeah, I might come back. I don't know if I was going to disconnect.
Could possibly drop you off to fetch the boat.
You said base overrun with intruders. The only thing would be civilians, as far as I know.
Go
So
check it
body.
out.
I think you just disconnected.
Yes.
Oh no, I still see blood over there. Wait, let me see what's going on.
Okay, rearmed on the side.
Dragon, Ghostrider, this is one actual over.
Did you get that, Phoenix?
Sorry, say again?
One actual is trying to communicate with us with Ghostrider.
Well, out of radio range, and they know we're RTB.
For some reason, I can hear him on the 150.
Ghostrider, this is actual over.
Reading very badly, send over.
I'm assuming that okay, never mind. She was connected.
Yeah, I think it's talking about Sherman.
Yeah.
Let's see how much I actually put in and how much I need.
I'm gonna rearm.
Think
I'm
so.
rearming AGM still.
Yeah.
It does appear to be loading actually one by one. Let's fetch one more.
Okay, 750. Let me see if I can overload. I don't think I could do that. Oh no, I can't. Okay,
watch
take
out.
Hellfire.
Yeah, one more Hellfire. No, we need another.
Yeah, doing that.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay. And that's everything. Okay, let's get
Did
back
you?
to...
Are you full on AP on the cannon?
Actual,
Yeah,
this is
750.
one actual. We are moving out west towards Weapon 2.
Okay.
Copy that.
Paladin. Checking radios.
Okay, radio still set up. Okay, let's go to BP2.
Can I call back the truck quick? I'm just afraid of it.
This
Load the
is
strike.
Ghostrider, send over.
Can you tell me how the...
Okay, BP2.
I don't see an option over.
So if you press backspace, do you see the on the top left the options, the keyboard options on it?
Status and reply.
Okay, if you select 0 for reply, do you have more options?
Yes.
Okay, if you press 0 again for radio, do you have the options there?
back on me.
Oh, copy, I got it. Okay, LC2.
Roger, CMT.
CMT has got
Caller, you are coming in 155. Say again.
We could relay.
Back on. I'll communicate to the reinforcement. Copy, no problem.
There's a Ghostrider, I can relay BP, and just slow down, go high.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that over.
Also one thing, just for reference, Dragon Zero, I believe the big ship he has over there is actually vehicle and vehicle, so he could take the Humvee over there if he wants to.
Yeah, if you can do that, then I'd appreciate it. Let him bring the Humvee with all the supplies we need and land at the secure town, and then rally with us at Waypoint 2, wherever we are at that point.
Roger out. Okay, reinforcement, do you read over? Sherman, do you read over?
I read. I saw 1 times LCVP just leaving the harbour just now.
Yeah, that's a friendly attack, so you need to follow them. Actually, not all the way. Okay, so what you need to do is that LCVP is actually vehicle and vehicle, so you can load the Humvee into it as well and take it to the secure town Ratataka, and then unload the Humvee and drive it to Waypoint 2.
Copy. I can only fit one. I can only fit one crate into the Humvee itself, so I will be loading the other one onto the boat.
Okay, roger. Out.
You also have BP1. Alright.
Ghostrider, get the reinforcement to prioritize the medical.
Roger.
He does not have to bring an assault crate, he can only bring a medical crate.
Roger.
Sherman, if you can only bring one, then prioritize medical.
Ghostrider, this is actual. Can you give me a report on your location at the moment?
Coming up BP2.
Oh, we are currently coming up on BP2 now.
Okay, we need reconnaissance and we need to test out that laser function if you can take out that radio station.
Roger. Out. Okay, so move 500 meters past BP2. Actually, 500 meters northwest of BP2, and also go higher.
Roger. Increasing height to 350. And moving beyond BP2. You want it north?
Northwest. You're probably good here. Pretty close now.
Okay, once.
Okay, orientate west.
West.
Okay, it's Ghostrider in position now. Out. Oh, it's Ghostrider. I see enemy MTLB. I'm gonna mark him for Ghostrider.
Ghostrider, say again your last message over.
We are now
The empty ship is en route to landing zone.
We are on position. We are in position now, and I see an MTLB marking a move force tracker. Also, reinforcement is on the way with the ship now. Over.
Copy that, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Please identify targets around the friendly LZ location over.
Roger, LZ2. I think we might be a bit far to spot targets, because it will be closer for these particular targets to come to effect. But we'll try. Okay, we see targets now. They are still already marked near the closest ones already marked in the town.
Copy that. Can you try and lace that vehicle so we can try and hit it with a missile?
Roger. Oh wait, one's quickly marking another HMG position. However, he's facing into the town. He actually might have marked. Okay, notice an enemy HMG position marked on CTAB timestamp 0711. He is completely helpless to you if you come in from your direction because he's facing the opposite direction. But it is still the guy to the west that might be watching him. We will now laze an enemy MTLB.
Copy that, thank you. Out.
Action, we clear to move up to the radio tower once we hold weapon 2.
Yeah, hold that weapon 2 and just wait for me to confirm a few things before we start moving on.
Laze on, Robert.
Copy action. Out.
Right, 0, joy on the lays for the cruise missile.
Roger. He's point blank for us, so we can take him
Move it
out.
around, move it to the top
If
edge
you can
of
take
the
him out,
MTLB.
then do that. We're gonna move the
I think the way the laser works
around
on
to the
the
north. direction to the southwest of the radio tower and assault the tower, so we take out the high ground before we move into the town. Over.
Roger, MTLB, then enemies at radio tower.
Yes. I'm saying the infantry is going to assault the radio tower, so you can take out the MTLB, and then I want you to prioritize any machine guns and fixed positions in the area where the friendlies are going to make their landing. Over.
Okay, roger. No, I think the way it works with the cruise missile launcher is that it's not line of sight based. It's like a magical thing. Any laser on the map that's friendly, it'll pick up. It's kind of weird, but that's how it works.
Yeah. If it's within range. But you do need to then share your data link or something. Enable the data link.
No, I think the data link is on, but I don't think this laser itself is compatible. It's like an ace laser or something. Remember turning data link on for everything. You have to double check that actually. I think the Ghostrider should have. I don't remember going through that.
Ghostrider, is this actual over?
Send over.
Have you taken out that MTLB over?
Okay, no, we're commencing attack now. Okay, commencing attack now.
Ghostrider, you are clear to engage outside of the green zone towards the coast.
Roger out.
I've got a vehicle, an armed vehicle.
Are you able to see the green zone marked on the map?
Seems I can.
This side of the island.
Okay. So see something on the other side of the island.
Yeah, my radar's picking it up.
There is one. Sorry, there is one enemy HMG position just to the right of the green marker on the top of the mountain. Okay, gauge up.
Is that the radio tower? Over?
Yeah, just to the east of the radio tower, just past the green line, there's an HMG position.
It's fine. I'm gonna give that for Dragon 1 to clear. You can focus on other MGs that's around the town, that's looking into the town as well.
Yeah, I already killed the one other one that I know of.
Okay, I marked close to the shore, close to LZ2. There's a path marked. Everything inside that path is not to be shot at any time to avoid friendly casualties. Everything outside that you're free to attack as long as it's not close to civilians.
Roger. I don't really see a path, but yeah, I will avoid anything now.
Okay, stand by.
Dragon Saber is approaching LZ now. I'm going to focus on them, on help supporting them.
Copy that. Just do not attack any buildings. Keep 100 meter radius away from the town built areas. Everything in the forests and the surrounds you are clear to attack.
Roger, engaging that HMD position next to the tower. That's watching the LZ.
Copy that. Also prioritize any...
Dragon 5 CMT 1 kilometer out to the landing zone.
Phoenix, just don't clear the radio tower.
Roger, can't see much over there anyway.
Dragon 1, just be advised that Dragon 3 is attacking they are landing right now and assaulting the town.
Oh, okay, so that wasn't the resupply, that was... Dragon 3.
Actual, this is what actual, just repeat your last number.
Advising you that Dragon 3 is attacking the town now from the with their landing group.
Copy that, actual.
Yeah, okay, there is a resupply box. He's now at LZ1.
Yep, see him. Not my concern though.
Yeah, just reporting for situational awareness.
Try to watch your fire. Go try to watch your fire with friendlies. I think you might be attacking friendlies over.
I haven't shot a round yet in a while.
Okay, copy that. We are getting attacked by vehicles close to the tower over.
Roger, it's heavy foliage, I can't see anything.
You want me to get over there?
Yeah, a little higher.
50 meters.
It's 5 CMT. We are ashore, unloading now, transporting the vehicle to the contact zone, requesting locating something. Up there slowly.
Roger that, Sherman. I've got a 343 with you, over.
That is man.
I'm gonna hold.
Right.
Instead of going feet dry.
Oh, this is Ghostrider. I see a ZU-23 just past the radio tower.
Hey, firm. Please annihilate that GTV3 is engaging Dragon 1 right now.
Roger, I don't have. It's housed in the way. Good experience. We locate.
Copy that.
Keep shifting north until it stop.
Roger. Going north slowly.
Stop.
Holding.
Engaging now. Z-23 taken out.
Copy that. Thank you very much, guys.
Need to go back to my previous position, and this is probably good.
Well, as long as it's not killing us, we're good.
Now, in the town below us, I can see trucks clearly, 2 trucks clearly on the southern edge, and there's a sports field which what looks like a bunch of reinforcements of trucks and stuff around it. Oh, it's a military bunker on a sports field. Yeah,
I'm not allowed to engage trucks in the town.
yeah, I know that. Just saying what I see. They are running around that HQ, and I see shots coming. Oh, but that's friendlies obviously engaging.
Okay, Dragon, next to the HMG near the radio tower has been remanned by enemies.
Can't get moving.
They will move as soon as the medical attention is done.
Need to have the whole squad waiting. You can move your fire teams when they're ready.
Also need fire teams to have cover as they move.
Dragon 5 CMT, are you waiting for orders on it?
Yes, I am receiving them via SneakApp.
Reinforcement, this is actual. Reinforcement, this is Neo, over.
I don't think he's got a 152. Well, he's got has to have a 552.
I was talking to him, I think I radio contact. Okay, I can relay for you two.
Thank you. Please relay that he needs to move to the HQ mark on the map.
Okay, in 5 CMT you are to move to the HQ marker on CTAP, over.
Yeah, roger, I didn't realise it was being referred to as reinforcements.
It's technically not an reinforcement. You'll die. Ambiguous.
Phone that's timestamp 0723.
I think so. Okay, you two should have be in radio range definitely now.
Situation fire just to the west of the radio tower.
And in actual Dragon 5 CMT, we are at location, over.
Ghostrider, this is actual. We're hearing armored vehicles to the south of the radio tower. Dragon 1, get ready for armored vehicles approaching from the south. Armored vehicles approaching from the south.
Roger, I'm looking.
Enemy T-70 tank, stand by. Attack if you've got a shotgun.
Not sure.
Ghostrider, communicate with me on that tank.
Yeah, I don't see the tank yet. I don't see the tank yet. With it, right? Seems to be MB.
See that? EMP approaching.
It's behind foliage, I'll kill it as soon as I see it.
Okay. Be advised, it is close to friendly infantry at the entrance to the radio tower.
You want me to reposition?
No, stay where you are though. Engaging. Hit. I think.
Good job, friendly's at this one.
They hit that one away.
And
quite
still
well.
moving.
Tiger 1, continue your assault on the radio tower.
I'm still driving off on fire.
Copy, actually, we are assaulting the radio tower, you're just covering the rear, over.
There's a box truck coming from the west.
We are getting assaulted
truck on
from the
the-
southwest of the radio tower by enemy
west
infantry.
of-
Can you please take them out?
On the
Over.
road.
Roger. No, there's a truck to the north approaching you. I don't know if it was enemy or not.
That's west. West, not north.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, correction, west. Are you still receiving fire?
Negative. Thank you, Ghostrider. Can you give me a sit rep on our friendly units inside the town? Over.
Wait, one. Okay, they have progressed into the first group. They've captured the first group of buildings to the east. However, they are approaching a heavily fortified enemy compound in the center of town. There's not many of them left, so I don't know if they will be able to finish the job.
Copy that. Let them do what they can. I'm going to let Dragon 1 take the rest of the town then.
Oh, they're actually stuck on the coast.
Dragon 1 reinforcement, Sherman, do you copy over?
Yeah, this is 5, copy.
I want you to try get us where we are at the radio tower.
Right, is your south clear?
Negative.
Oh, I've got a vehicle
Okay,
moving
on the
out
north edge.
of the town north along the road. It's escaping.
See.
Gauging
On the course
escaping
that it is.
Stop. Good job. Also on the northern edge of
Coming
town
around the
there's a
corner.
stationary vehicle that truck seems to be.
Right, 1 high-speed Humvee coming in.
Watch out for enemy vehicle wrecks close to the entrance to the compound and move to the back of the compound, the northern end of the compound as soon as you get inside because there's infantry assaulting us. Go to my right, to your right, to your right. Push in, push in. Go to the back.
tower to the west. Tracer's heading northwest.
Africa is actual.
Actual, sorry, I said it the wrong rate. Half of the team is receiving medical attention while the other half is all in security.
For that, can you set one of your fire teams to watch the north western approach?
Yes, I wish there was an easier way where I could tell you where to look. Because as soon as I turn my head, it doesn't give me a
Contact
direction.
from the south
So
west.
I have to align my nose with where I'm looking, otherwise I'm not spearing. Oh, actually I can open the compass.
One, you still have Oxtown.
I do see lots of action around the radio tower from time to time.
Ghostrider, Dragon, remember to check your fire friendlies look a lot like Syndicate. They are FIA, they have slightly different weapons.
I see what looks like pyramids around 220, some kind of on the far side of the island.
Oh yeah, those are fat, really big fat roofs. Those are friendly. Now Syndicate.
Ghostrider, actual.
Same messenger.
Message report what you're doing and what you see over.
Right now I'm running out of viable targets. I'm just watching what's going on, checking up on Saber. That's pretty much it.
But how's Saber doing over?
They've actually progressed a bit further than I expected. They've killed everyone at the enemy FOB and about to take it, so they've taken control of the center of town.
Copy that. Where is the main concentrations of any enemy that are left over?
It's hard to tell because there's a lot of mixed with lots of civilians, but I think there's just a couple of them inside buildings on the western end of town.
Actually, this is one actual.
Western or eastern over?
Western.
So they Okay, copy that. Dragon 1 is going to move from the south to the north, where those petrol stations are, and then clear to the east.
Yes, roger that. Just note that very quickly you're going to see friendly infantry moving towards them, so let them know not to shoot at the friendlies. They are FIA, so slightly less camo, and they're using the FIA weapons, the Tabor and all that.
Copy that. Dragon 1, see that you are busy moving, that's good. Just be advised that you will be running into an enemy occupied area. Additionally, there will be friendlies moving from the center of town towards you. They are FIA, and they are using FIA weapons. Do not fire on them, over. Dragon 1, confirm the message, over.
Copy, actual. Just relayed message to Dragon 1, over.
Thank you. Additionally, the Dragon 3 has taken most of the eastern side of town and the center of town. It's only the western side of town that remains.
You want to maybe get into a holding pattern or just hold now?
Copy, actual.
Hold now. Some triggers are not. Some triggers that are supposed to trigger didn't trigger, so they're just going to the members.
Explosion north of town. Excellent truck.
Dragon 1, just ensure that your FDLs direct fire correctly and not on friendlies. Be emphasized, thank you.
Copy, actual. I have emphasized, but I'll re-emphasize it.
I see men moving north of town, northwest of town, moving to the road. Might be our friendlies. Yeah, right, that's Dragon 1. Got eyes.
Yeah, we can go into a holding pattern if you like.
Gonna drop altitude a little. Say 350. Gonna go loose. Let them just off. Keeping it down. Alright.
Ghostrider, is this actual, over?
Send over.
What do the eyes in the sky see?
Lots of unidentified people running around the town, mostly civilians and friendlies.
Over that, so the town looks secured so far, over.
Roger. Oh, wait, one. Get the two boats moving in from the northeast directly towards the town.
that along the red line, the red arrow.
Correct, over.
Copy that.
We've got a heli
Dragon 1,
below our
to
nose.
the coastline, we've got 2 enemy boats coming in from the northeast.
We have also 2 helicopters, probably enemy moving over your position now. Over. Okay,
Ghostrider, you
below
are clear
our
to take out the enemy aircraft, we'll deal with the infantry over.
in the boat, over. Okay, give
We'll
up.
deal with the boats, never.
Follow the choppers. I want to try
Dragon 1, secure the
Stabilize,
northwestern
try
part
to
of
get
town
to the
and the
sidewinder.
coastline with the
Okay,
boats.
engaging.
Ghostrider will take out 2 enemy aircraft that are inbound over.
Miss. Engaging again. Miss. Okay, missed with sidewise. He's done. Okay, one going down. I think it's going down. The crew ejected to the depths.
Dragon 1, give me a sit-rep over.
Is a chopper firing at us to the right? Where you going?
Actually, we have fire team securing the buildings on the western corner of the town. It's mainly secure. We are just making sure.
Did you hear the call about the enemy birds going in and not being
Should we speed up? Yeah, we're seeing quite a bit of damage from those.
About the approaching boat.
Confirm and the enemy helicopters over.
Not about the enemy helicopter, about the boat. Okay, got plan for the A to my team over.
Right, take out the enemy birds, take out the enemy helicopters over.
Yeah, head north. And then I'm getting a lot of ceasefire messages from Sabres, so check the fire.
Are those friendly or enemy helicopters over?
I see a helicopter over the town, directly over town.
That and
I know, please, heads down now.
the enemy boats, are they armed over?
Yes, they're actually, it's quite damage to us.
Right, have they dismounted?
No, I just was focusing on top of it.
We're taking fire again. Getting out of there.
Yep, get out. Okay, both enemy helicopters destroyed.
Dragon 1 is Dragon Actual over.
Struggling to get my altitude up.
Getting a lot of ceasefire notifications, so we are shooting at friendlies, do not fire at friendlies over.
Copy that. I'll relay Lehigh's message over.
Don't see any boats. Keep your distance.
Enemy vehicle on the road.
Stop.
Stopping.
Enemy.
See?
Copy actual, we have eyes on
it. Sorry, but enemy vehicle destroyed.
What danger close? We're alright.
I thought you were asking me to shoot at it. Deck fire.
Closer again. Move.
No, maintain distance.
Okay, fuel lines on. Don't seem damaged. That's the engine.
What's the situation on the boats at the moment over?
I lost one of the boats. One of those boats we actually did a quick burst and destroyed it. It's the one closest to the swamp, and the other, we can't find the other boat. Probably sank.
Copy that. I believe that we've secured this town then over.
Roger. I'd just like to check something. There were some, they're probably dead, but there were some dismounts who jumped out of one of the choppers just north of the radio tower, the same path on the way you took to the western end of town. Along that path, some enemies jumped out of the chopper. They might still be alive, but those are the only enemies I know about.
How long ago was that?
When the first enemy chopper went down.
I believe we did engage some infantry that came from that direction.
Alright. Well then, in that case, town is probably secured. Not sure. We could probably actually hold the ground and just take a picture of the town, because we are holding territory technically.
You want us to take the picture at the town or at the radio tower? Because we can clear up the mountain then and then take the photo there.
Wherever you think is nicest.
Do it at the radio tower.
Yeah, from the Spurs. To Calvin Spurs.
Pity the side one was so easy to those choppers to dodge.
Yeah. We only had one KI turret. Big drastic last time.
Power, so I can't rise.
Control, do you have a location of where that helicopter went down?
Well, the wreckage of the helicopter is not the same place where they jumped out. They jumped out low before the helicopter crashed. The one helicopter crash is is north of that green building you occupy that's next to you, and the other wreckage, I'm not sure.
Green building that we are close to at the petrol station, or green building close to the radio tower?
Green building behind you right now, that's one wreck, but there shouldn't be anyone there.
When you say the dismount was close to the radio tower?
Yes, so they're to your right, the other side of the rocks.
Copy that, thank you. Trigger, can you move our guys more to the west, please? They're on the other side of this rock bank to our right. The radio tower from the north west, not the northeast.
Copy, actual VAs to shift direction west.
Okay, we'll be able to land this in a tight space.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask them.
As long as somebody watches us, just in case there's a trio I don't see. Alright, it should be good.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask them to pop a smoke where they want us to land with the picture. Then you're gonna land there, alright?
Roger. Is it gonna be tighter than the ship's deck?
I don't know yet.
Probably can get a little tighter, but not much tighter than that.
Okay, Dragon, please pop just blue smoke where you would like the chopper to land with the picture.
We see it. Right. Somehow, as soon as I zoom in now from this position, I get very bad introduced, thanks.
That's standard. 3,000 meters.
Does not like me looking into ground.
Ghostrider is actual.
Send over.
Right, I've got a landing spot for you. I want you to come in from the south of the radio tower.
Roger. Roger.
And on a really small landing zone between two enemy technicals.
Roger. Okay, I see where he's talking about. So just come in so that you're, yeah. So go.
Moving south.
I've got blue smoke on the landing zone spot over.
Roger. Still a little farish out, so you might need to throw it again, but yeah, just keep it going. Can probably make the chopper in safety. Well, we do die out of it.
Sorry, say again?
I was thinking making this chopper invulnerable for you, but if we do die, I can just teleport instead. If we do die, I'll just teleport instead.
There's someone through white smoke, so just focus on blue smoke.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, so you probably want to come in lower from the south. So you can maintain eyes on the LZ, not have
Oh, taking fire.
small arms once. Okay, so you two.
Yeah, I'll go along the road.
The road might be a bit tricky, so what I recommended is if you go bearing 120.
120?
Oh, sorry, no, yeah. Wait,
Ghostrider, yeah, eyes on the smoke.
Wait, what?
Smoke just dissipated, I'm putting down red smoke now.
Roger. Okay. I was looking at the wrong bearing. Confusing.
I can come in here. Then on the road.
Yeah, the trees might be in the way, so trust me on this. Just keep going straight. Well, it's guide me. Okay, not what I had in mind, but can you see this one?
Yeah, it's directly below us. Probably have to come in from the other side.
Okay, go front left. Go front left. Good. You see on the front left, you see the lack of trees.
Yeah.
Just follow that back to the LZ. That's the easiest way.
Yeah, eyes on the landing zone over.
Okay, we do stand by, but think fire approach.
Taking shots.
You go on small arms. Well, that's another way, yeah.
I can, if I land from here, it's gonna be easy.
Okay, do it.
Yeah, I can't see. Below me. Very well. Stand by.
I recommend you go past the tree. Okay, the tree still left. Okay, yeah, you
Bit
go
more
down
forward.
there.
The roads you did land on the slope.
Okay, so forward left. Forward left. We're gonna land behind the one technical on the road. So forward left. Okay, stabilize. Forward. Okay, and I think we're good.
Good.
Okay, touchdown.
Okay, getting out.
Engine off.
Africa, do you want to have the photo there at the radio tower or down here at the helicopter?
That is your decision, my friend. Yes, yeah.
Phoenix, what do you think is a good spot?
Let me quickly check.
That side has better light. Let's do that.
Yeah, copy, that's it, this one.
Yeah, I think down around the stop sign.
Yeah. Africa?
Okay, Shaki next to me.
Put your guys like
Yeah,
around
sure.
this around the stop sign, between the stop sign
Yeah.
and like here, so that the helicopter and the jeep and stuff is.
Okay, so guys, from the stop sign towards the helicopter,
Can
guys.
put the NVGs on.
Yeah, Roger.
So Hein on the other side of the stop sign.
Facing towards
There we
me.
go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Guys. Hey, look how sexy you guys look. All right.
And you're using Zamson
Very,
I
very
can.
nice.
because it's better for
It,
pictures.
nice. Werewolf, can you go and down on a knee for me?
Rude and Zero, I think you guys come to
Then
the front.
Bucky's go left. And then Bucky's go left. And then Zero, decide where you want to be.
Sorry, no, I just heard go down.
You can go stand next to Phoenix. Or just lie down there. Yeah,
There
that's
we
fine.
go. Oh, check this guy's got some skills, yeah.
Alright, this looks good.
I can't get over that mustache.
That awkward moment when you realize that
it's
Verify
a
said
bit-
to Webwolf, would you mind going down on your knee for me?
Nostalgic, Sherman.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, just keep
Not in
looking.
a good way.
Guys, stop talking.
Alright, and then just one closer. Alright, thank you.
Alright, guys, let's go.
I'm in Phoenix.
Okay.
Channel switched.
Purify. When we did the AR, if you want, you could break it up into two halves. One for the first
User
time, one for the
joined your
second time, if you
channel.
like. Purify, you there?
User joined your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Purify, you there?
Not there yet.
User in your channel timed out.
Please be right back. Oh, BSOD.
Oh, wonderful! The blue screen of death. Shall
Luckily
we?
at the end of the game. Shit.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
very inconsiderate of Microsoft to only wait till the game's finished and then give you a blue screen.
Yeah, in that case, Africa, you can go ahead.
Do I just have 1-1?
Yeah, I can go. So yeah, so we're
Okay,
for
so
the first time, one for the second time, one separate parts.
okay, so 1-1 kitted up, headed up with the with the boats to the waiting area from where we were cleared to land at LZ1. Landed there, we're told that there's a patrol coming from the south, so we set up a firing line.
User
Wow.
Position.
Okay, this is where you need
Uh,
to button.
Right.
Sorry, Africa, you're going robotic, so that's why.
You got 1,000 ping.
Okay, I was uploading photos, so that's why. So anyway, so 1-1 moved and then went into got into assault at the town, just south of the town. So 1-2 moved up to their position while 1-2 got some contacts, did a little medical situation. Then we moved up to a good overview position at the town itself, where we got fired from the east and from the north. So we got stuck there for a while we was trying to maneuver down to town. It happened that 1-1 was flanked from the west of the rock. So we had a situation where 1-1 was on top of the hill and 1-2 was at the bottom of the hill, and neither one of the two could assist one another. So that was not so great. Then we moved and secured the town. 1-1 secured the western part of the town, while 1-2 secured the eastern part of the town. Moved together up to the north, and then set up a CCP at the end of the road in the northern area of the town, where we called in for a resupply. After waiting a long time, we moved to waypoint 2, from which case we planned an assault of the radio tower and then of the next town. With busy assaulting the radio tower, we got engaged by ZU-23, where we took one casualty. The Dragon Ghostrider was then called in to take out the CG-23 while 1-1 moved across the road and secured the radio tower, the complex itself. 1-2 moved over, and as we were moving over, we took fire from 300 degrees from opposition around the southeast, I think it was. So while we were moving over, we also took a lot of casualties. So we got stuck there for a long time because a lot of people were walkers and being engaged. As a T-72 tank also showed up, which we successfully engaged. After resupply with Dragon 5, we moved out the town, secured the northern part of the second town, took out 2 choppers and a boat, and apparently got some incidents of friendly fire with the
Saber.
friendly AI that was there. From there, we moved back to secure one of the choppers crash out at the radar tower, and then ended.
Was that the T-72 tank that was destroyed or BMP? Because you can see this. Well, actually, you can't really see much. You see in the screenshot because it's a giant flame ball of flame. But I'm pretty sure it was a BMP one.
Yes.
Oh, okay, no, they told me it's a T-72.
I heard
But
they
if
called
it's-
T-70, so I said T-70.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like that was the initial call that I got over the radio, and then later it got updated, but I didn't got to the radio with that nonsense. Something with Jax was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay, what's next? Sorry, I.
What went well?
Should Africa just complete it, or do you want me to take over?
I think he's done. He's done.
Is he done? So I can continue. Yeah. Okay. I think what went well is I think we kept up momentum quite well. It's something I try to go for in tonight's mission. I think we kept the momentum going well. I think Ghostrider did a good job of taking out large threats towards Dragon 1, which allowed Dragon 1 to again keep up momentum. And I don't know. We didn't take a lot of casualties. We did take a lot of wounded though, but we didn't take any deaths, so I think that was also good. And yeah. Sorry, I'm actually not really good at this.
That's fine.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah, okay, so then yeah, so that's what went well, and then so what went wrong well otherwise?
What went badly, I would say, is we did take a lot of injured. We did get flanked a lot. We lost the drone for reconnaissance. There was issues using the naval strike to take out high value targets or whatever. And there was some confusion regarding resupply and reinforcement. There was also some issues regarding clearly identifying friendly units. And I think that's about it.
Alright, so why did those things happen? Or actually, Africa, you want to add something?
Yeah, I do, but it's gonna go into the discussion, so I'm assuming I should add at the end.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, Phoenix, what's the next question?
Why did those bad things happen?
I think part of it was due to very expedited planning beforehand. So I didn't have enough time to consider stuff like resupply and reinforcement. I was sort of like, we won't die and let's go. But it became a bit of an issue, and therefore we had a scenario where we stood still for like 5 or 7 minutes. I also had to disappear quickly, so it sort of stagnated things. We got surrounded a lot. I think that was due to the nature of how we were moving. I think I did put Dragon 1 in a lot of I put them in a hot plate, sort of having them run the gauntlet the whole time, with the hope that Ghostrider would be effective in giving supportive fire on the side. So, but I also didn't want Ghostrider to clean the entire path for Dragon 1. So it was sort of trying to.
That's why to know is very good at this, because of the dense foliage. The air support can't actually do much in many areas.
I was thinking about that. It's quite difficult to ride.
Yeah. So it was sort of difficult because I'd ask you to watch an area, but then as you say, like there would be foliage and one or two guys would sneak up from there, or a random technical would run up or whatever, which I think is still great because it gave us the gameplay sense of it, of dealing with that scenario and not having the helicopter take out everything. But at the same time, due to the fact that we were moving so confidently with the helicopter in support, it did leave us sometimes exposed. So, for example, the ZU-23 that ended up killing one of our men was due to us moving very quickly and not having the proper reconnaissance beforehand and all these kind of things. So, I think there's a mixture of pre-planning that didn't go in on my side, and also the we were trying to keep up, getting ambushed from the rear, having like 3/4 of the team needing medical attention, and shit like that. So, yeah, that was. I think it's the way I approached the plan because I saw we had a lot of ground to cover and sort of pushed everyone, and that led us to not cover our sectors as well as we should have, or as we could have, and it led to us getting fired from every direction, running in the direction of the objective. So, yeah. I don't know if anyone wants to add. Africa, do you want to add something?
No, I think considering the fact that we had a new CEO and a new fire leader, and myself, who's also going to have a lot of SR experience, actually I think we did quite well. It was a bit sloppy and a bit chaotic at some stages, but the pressure, there was a lot of pressure to move the whole time, so that made it difficult, especially when there was casualties. So it was difficult to convince you not to force us to move and one team not to run ahead while the other one is being treated. So it was just we played fast and hard. But in the end, I think we did well with only one casualty. With one KIO, but we did have a lot of casualties due to the fact that we played so fast.
Yeah.
I think there's two people that need a special mention tonight. One is Lucas Aid. He had his work cut out keeping everybody going. And Purify, you took up CO at the absolute last point. You're new to it. Your support structure was also fairly new, and we didn't really have the numbers that we would have expected for a tough mission like that. I mean, that mission was difficult. It kicked our ass a few months ago. And you got it done. So, yeah, I think you did a very good job. The little things are the little things. Don't get caught up in them, guys.
I agree. Especially for the first time. It was good. Good effort from you.
Yeah, I was just saying, went to we had 50% guys, and they did very well.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, I wanted to add that as well. Yeah, that's obviously we had the rigs as well, which joined. So the kitting up and the moving parts and formations and shit like that was all over the show. But considering the fact that we had 3 new guys in the team, I think actually not that bad. It could have been a lot worse.
So as for the, I'm sure we did the Ys now. What can we learn from those? What can we learn from this?
Okay, I think we don't need to learn the fact that we need to prepare before a mission, because that's generally what happens. We had a last minute cancellation or last minute scenario where Schumann couldn't pitch up. So I think we did the best that we could in that regard. I think in terms of my personal capacity as CEO, I've learned to focus on a lot more logistical things on the back end, and to make sure that that I don't just plan for what we are going to attack, but also how we are going to support that going forward after clearing each objective. Because when the time came to resupply, I was like, oh shit, I have no idea how far we're going to do this. Because it would require someone to run for 10 minutes and then go on the boat for 10 minutes, and that would have just broken the whole game down. So when Schumann came in, it was like a godsend. Furthermore, in terms of the pace that we used, I know like how I stepped on some toes. But like I've got a very strict thing regarding like getting the job done and not stopping everyone that gets hurt. I know that like sort of might make it feel like I'm not considering what's going on in the team, so maybe I should have as a CEO.
My 2 cents on this is: Are you bleeding? Yes. Are you going to die? No. Can you move? Yes. Keep moving.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe I should have asked for more like sit reps or more status reports from Dragon 1 before I told them like get your ass going.
Yeah, I can add to that. In general, when someone got shot, it was sort of like each person was their own. And then once we got together, like I said, was asked to treat them. It just happened to me every time. Verify's like, okay, we need to go now. And then it's like halfway into treatment, and then, so there was a lot of treatment today. And Alex, I can answer that as well. And I'm sure every time we called them in, it wasn't just for one person. It was usually like half the team was either walkers or needed stitching.
Yeah, no, I know Lucas had his hand full. Again, that's not how we want to run a mission like that. Everyone gets shot like that. But again, my thought behind the way that I ran the mission tonight was that we have a lot of ground to cover. We are going into territory where we are surrounded from all sides. We can't get bogged down by every engagement. We need to focus on what the objective is and let Ghostrider take care of whatever is like holding us back, you know. And I mean, we cleared the first town, like we got kitted up at 8 o'clock, and we cleared the first town by 9 o'clock. That is a lot of speed for Zulu Alpha. That's all I'm saying. And we did it with no casualties. Yeah, we got a bit bogged down in a few places, but we were able to complete 2 objectives like well within mission time. And that's what I was going for. And I think, you know, like for me that feels justified, but I think it's not the way that we usually run a mission. We don't usually have a mission where we get absolutely flanked from every direction every 2 minutes, and that's what led to a lot of problems. So what can we learn from this? Make sure that when you move through heavy enemy territory that you watch all your sectors, but it can't be at the cost of the mission objective. So it is a learning experience to find your mission and the territory that you're going through to balance those things out.
Okay, does anyone want to add to any of these topics?
I think we also glossing over it right at the beginning. We almost lost half the squad with the boat taking a direct RPG, and if we did it all immediately inject, we would have pulled out. So I don't know if the LZ was the best of choices, but other than that, I think everything went well. And yeah, on the medical side, I think it's traditionally D5's job to dictate the CCP and not D1. So as long as D1 calls in for a medic, then a medic will establish the CCP and liaise accordingly. Other than that, everything's fine.
Okay, I remember that. What I tried to do is I was trying to get the teams that were required attention to group up in one place and hold firm for you to like just be able to run into a building and then assist them. But I'll remember that for the future.
I think Buck wanted to add something,
This is just some little bit of constructive criticism, Africa. Between the 2 fire teams, me and Zero, you were trying to micromanage us quite a bit. That we actually didn't have to chat to one another via the 3+3s. We actually, I think Zero can confirm with this as well. We hardly ever sort of comms going between the 2 of us. So in short, just tell us what you want us to do. We'll get the job done. Then
that's what I'm trying to do, but it's good to know that was too much, so I'll just cut back next time.
No, I mean, granted, we're all learning, it's still a learning curve. The one thing that, as 1-1 FTL, I felt a little bit annoyed, is we took some casualties. We got up, we kept on fighting, we 1-2 then moved down, and we weren't provide them with any sort of overwatch, because as soon as we peeked to get visual on them, we would get shot in the distance. And I know the mission rush was to get into the town, but at that point in time we actually sustained 3 casualties, 2 of them being walkers. I think other than that...
That was in the first down?
Yeah, the first down, up on that rocky outcrops. I mean, me getting fucking drilled by 50 cal in the open field, that's just bad luck, if you want to call it that. I think other than that, I mean, everybody did fairly well. For Busy's Christopher. Where's he at? Oh, Z Koala. I was like, where the fuck is Christopher? Okay. Yeah, I must commend him. He actually stick to me quite often. There was one point where I missed him, and that was at the first down. I think it was just the heat of the moment, but other than that, he sticked by the side as a buddy.
Alright, Phoenix. Thanks.
No, I think that's done with the AR. Just some things I want to add. It might have been an option as well. I think the cruise missiles don't work with the laser from the gunships, so there's like some sort of ace laser thing. So all the vanilla lasers, I think, work fine. And also there was the artillery was less accurate, but it's also an option.
Yeah, but I don't have like the proper training or experience on that too.
Well, in this case, you would be lucky because it's not just artillery.
Well,
okay.
yeah, it's more a question of what's danger close. That's the problem.
Also, I got the vibe that when you use the missile launcher, right? You actually stay in the scene until the target gets hit.
Where it's semi-active laser.
So, when I tested for myself, I have I think a tripod laser on the ground, and that laser designates fire. So I think something must be lasing, but I think the UAV platforms, they can keep on lasing for you. You don't have to get out of it. So I don't know if the UAV you have to go to or something like that.
No, I'm not talking about the laser. I'm talking about the actual being in the seat of the missile launcher on the ship.
Yeah. Once the missile has a target,
okay,
it's fine. It's kind of fine.
And it reloads quite long as well.
Yeah. Even though in real life, I guess because this is like many practical use.
Yeah, other than that, Africa, you wanted to say something that might stir a discussion. I don't know if this is the...
No, I did it already. The fact that, I think that's still a discussion already anyway. It's the fact that we have a lot of new people doing new things. SEO, new SL, new people, new FTLs. So it was just the fact that we were a bit clumsy.
Yeah. So in terms of the mission, you completed the 2 primary objectives. One civilian was killed the first time. I don't think it was me because there's a dead civilian inside of the house I never shot at. It could have been a straight up. Those cannon round ricochet, but it wasn't in front row bastards. Then I think the friendly fired 3 or 4 members of Stable, so it was kind of annoying because I didn't think I did give 2 warnings, but mine did 2 reminders.
I killed one of them.
Yeah, I think I pissed Africa off because I reminded him like 3 times about it.
Well, don't worry. Whenever.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, whenever.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Did you relay it 3 times, Africa?
Yeah, whenever Verifier screams at me as you're speaking, I'm directly screaming it back to the guys through the radio. Oh, that's why I'm saying radios. Yeah, the radios are crazy.
I like making missions where the line between an enemy and a friendly is ambiguous.
It's pretty funny actually because standing like 2 meters away from Verifier shooting at a friend while we know that you're not shooting at friends.
Alright. Okay, so brute force and Koala, how do you find it?
Yeah, quite stressful.
Stressful in a good way.
No, no, a very good way. But they were we engaged a grenade launcher or mortar. Nobody saw them to the last moment, so we were about 2 meters away, and they spotted them. I think that's where my heart stopped for the first time.
We don't have bots anymore.
All those controls, the bindings.
Don't worry, you get used to them.
Yeah,
and you learn all the gear of your heart to it. Don't worry.
Did they enjoy it quite a lot?
Yeah, it's exactly experience.
There was 3 people. Where's the other guy?
He disconnected as soon as we went back into assembly. I think he thought that that's what we had.
Yeah, I've been talking to him on Discord, so I just he says it was fine, enjoyed it, etc, etc.
Alright, cool. Well, if they don't show up for selection tomorrow, then we know they didn't enjoy it.
I might just be a little late.
Alright, cool. No problem. Oh, I mean, 7:30 is kind of like, so I'd like to start as soon as possible. It's a little bit more. Okay, alright guys, I think that's anyone else wants to say anything?
For the new guys.
Don't click Mucky's YouTube.
No, do not click that.
Okay,
No,
alright. Alright guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming guys.
But yeah, again, sorry for being late, but yeah, I had things to attend to.
No problem.
Nobody really clicked it. That's the ArmA song.
I clicked us, so it was going on.